This hobo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain. Nice weather we're having? He smiles and looks up and lets the rain splash on his face for a while. That suits me just fine, I guess. A wise man once said, the rain falls on poor men and rich men alike. Was that before umbrellas were invented, or? My name's Gus, by the way. Hi, I'm Sven. Pleased to meet you, Sven. Say, you wouldn't have a couple of meats to spare, would you? Sure, 2 meat's fine. You flip Gus some meat and he beams. How do you... Is it just like you get a well, I do have a spatula, so I can just literally flip it to him, you know. Thank you very much, Dutchman. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet. Take her easy, Gus. It's gonna turns out that he's also a ghost or something? I don't know. Wait, hang on. Nope, he's still there. Condemned. This building looks perfectly solid. Maybe it's just the people renting it that were condemned. Maybe, who knows? Some people just do be like that sometimes. I think this store sells broken glass and drafts. Sounds like my kind of place. Lower surplus. The army surplus store is closed for the night. Interesting. So it is just a war inspired by soda. Interesting. Oh, Murray's Antiques. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. The young woman at the counter looks up as you enter. God. Oh, hi. You must be Dutchman. We don't get many customers at this time of night, or at all, really. That's me. You were expecting me? Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me that letter to mail. My name's Jessica. Oh geez, you're soaking wet. Come on in and I'll get you a towel. Oh, I didn't mean to progress the game. Whoops. You walk over to the counter, trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you. Thanks. Is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You said that in kind of an ominous way. Where is he? I wish I knew. He had a line in another artifact and said it was going to be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You make trying to talk great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is going to take some exploiting. Well, I'm definitely interested now. Does it have anything to do with the occult and the Eldritch Horror? Well, I'm definitely intrigued now. Explain away. We don't have a lot of time just now, but follow me and I'll give you a quick sketch. Okay, Jessica leads you in a back room furnished with some dark desks, and some strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation. I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques? Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out that there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky would be a real understatement. Hinky? Murray called them tainted, dark magic, real bad mojo, you know, cursed. Oh, for a second I thought you were making bathtub gin or something. It's no joke, that's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in scratch. But really, we're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And you, Uncle Murray, went out to get one and never came back? That's the long and short of it, yep. What do you say, are you in? Absolutely, I'm always up for a crazy adventure. Great! You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello? Hey, oh hey, that's swell timing. Hey Gabby, Murray's sister's kid showed up. Come meet him. Hi. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Wow. That's really wow. The game actually gives you an option to select the pronouns. That's very fun. That's very nice, too. Hi Gabby, pleased to meet you. Hi, hello, the pleasure's all Gabby's. Gabby would be a dear and carry his luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard. He can sleep there until we find Murray. You've gotten it. I mean, obviously, I still, like, it's... I've always, like, he, him, always, but it's just, like, it's nice to see that there is an option for people that is not necessarily their preference. That's interesting. I think it's a really nice little detail that they had, so... And I always like when games do that type of thing, too, so... For people that, like, I mean, it's just nice, the inclusive aspect of it, though. Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back of the room. Great, I could really use some sleep. Oh, am I not going to be able to go back? You're way too tired to go back into the street tonight. Ah. You don't have time to play games right now. But what if I... Dog. Dog. Oh, it's a cat. I'm sorry. A white cat is snoozing at an old towel. Ask Jessica about it. What's this cat's name? Calliope. Murray got her a couple years ago. Scratch behind the cat's ears. Yes. You get the cat Calliope a good scratching, but she doesn't react at all. What, isn't Calliope like me? Yeah, sure, but eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? No, we're all out. You can get some more tomorrow. They have them at the Cola War surplus store next door. Okay, I got to pet a cat. This game is already best game. Okay, so I can actually explore now. Gabby, where are you going? She's just gone. Okay. Can I go down this dark, mysterious alley? Given the current conditions, dark and stormy, you probably should wander in any alleys. God damn it. This game is outsmarted me even right now, so. The Ocean City, like, watchful eye. Secureburus, what a great name. It's like the bank is closed. You can't see anything interesting within walking distance in that direction. Oh, I love that. That's so clever. Ocean City watchful eye. Okay, time to bust in here and find a weird cursed hat. Okay. You take a deep breath and unlock the door. You give the key to Gabby for safekeeping. Coffee! There's a little bit of very, very old coffee left in this percolator. Pour in a cup, okay? Pouring yourself this cup of coffee is the first step on a short and nasty journey. Nasty old coffee. A few months ago, somebody decided this coffee wasn't good enough to drink. You apparently disagree with that decision. Hey, this is the same person that looked in not 1, not 2, but probably 4 Splatoons in the last game. So you gotta give myself credit here. AP feed. Oh, it's fun. Oh, hey, it's one of those new Arcane Press news feeds things. High tech. Gaze into it. Second edition of Principia Mathematica published. We still cannot understand a word of this, says local children. There's a half-finished letter in the typewriter. Read it. Letter reads, Reginald, I think Burgess is onto us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing this out as a letter instead of just talking to you in person. Why am I doing this? Maybe under the water cooler this afternoon. Oh crap, here comes Burgess with the pink slip. Sincerely. It doesn't say who it's from. The writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler? What's that all about? Oh, might be able to find out. Oh, water cooler? It's a big heavy water cooler and it's got something to hide. Move it. Hey look, a trap door. Oh wow. That seems like progress, and I'm not going to do that this time. You see a corner of a note sticking out from under the desk clutter. The note says, Tucker, I got that bottle you wanted. I stuck it under the water cooler before where Burgess can't find it and ran us out to the Prohees, sorry. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Back. Under the water cooler. Surely it's not still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. It's the Prohees, right? It's a bottle. You know, I kinda wonder what the substance might be. There's a pink slip on this desk. Hi, Hendon, I'm not paying you to publish cockamamie conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean your desk and hit the road. Go over Burgess, editor-in-chief. P.S. Do you like the word cockamamie that I used up there? It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous or implausible. I think it's really gonna catch on. Yeah, you just give it a few years, man. So Wow, okay. Government corruption at an all-time high. The government has once again slashed funding to its city services and social programs, citing waste, but without offering any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been reallocated to. Additionally, anonymous sources report It cuts off abruptly. Maybe it's a result of the pink slip next to the typewriter. They did just slip it in basically stop the typewriter, jam it entirely. Read the slip. Curtis, if I've told you once, I've told you 100 times. Not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity is expensive because it is a very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is paid by government subsidies. This is to say that the hand that feeds you is the hand you keep biting. We go way back, buddy. But you give me no choice. Clean out your desk and scram. Governor Burgess. Wow, so this really didn't go very well for people. Got the coffee. There's nothing left in there except the dregs of the dregs, and your standards aren't that low. What if they are? Like, come on. Carver, I can't believe I had to tell you this, but it is against company policy for an employee to steal the printing press. I like the way that Carver thinks. You are fired. You are so fired, I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe, and if I see your face in here again, I will give you both the axe and set you on fire. Grover Burgess, editor-in-chief. P.S. How did you even lift it? You must have had, what, like 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. Wait, you make a mental note to never pick a fight with this Carver person. So was it the rest of the people working here? Because I think there were 5 people that got laid off or fired, sorry. Yeah. You see a thin 3-ring binder on the desk. You have an item, pneumatic tube system operation manual. This is this reference manual for a citywide network of pneumatic tubes. Looks like the eye had some sort of state-of-the-art delivery infrastructure. I imagine this will be... What date would you like to look at the archives for? October 14th, 1908. When was that? Oh, yeah, Lydia. Yeah. You find something interesting. Yeah, a tragic accident certain to have no consequences. Tragedy occurred yesterday evening when Hiram O'Crollins, owner of the first mass-produced commercial automobile registered in the state, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, i.e. a person standing on the side of the road attempting to solicit transportation for passing motorists. Fortunately for Mr. Crollins, the notion that vengeful spirits of the dead might haunt the places of their demise and murderous, phantasmagoric rage has been rejected by modern science as rather unlikely, wouldn't you say? Unlikely, sure. Vengeful spirits, eh? It's the newspaper's archives from 1920 to the present. Okay, so this is past 1920. Like, this is probably the 30s, I would say, then. This game takes place in. There's still some water in here. Fishing rod. They really should provide cups for this. You get an item, a handful of clean water. Hey, I'm a waterbender, wild. Hey, look, a trapdoor. Fish people. It's a calendar from 11 years ago. Take a closer look. There's a huge black skull scrawled on July 22nd, 1917. Huh, what happened on July 22nd, 1917? I can find out. Oh, it gone back up. Sure, why not? What date would you like to look at the archives for? July 2nd, 22nd, 1917. You find something interesting. The top story from the date is the Ocean City Computers passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street and side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of newsstands to 4 feet. The story continues to say that watchful eye management raised concerns about loss of revenue and that the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any future shortfall. Well, looks like it worked out great for everybody. I mean, clearly looking at based on this situation. Okay. Was there something here? It's underground press. Literally, there's still a newspaper left in it. Take the paper. Underground newspaper. This was printed in the secret underground newspaper office. Oh, interesting. Read. It's more of a manifesto specifically calling out the government's suppression of the local newspaper and importance of a free press. There's also an amusing but puzzling cartoon about a dog arresting a mouse for throwing a brick at a cat's head. But the cat didn't seem to mind. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Sounds like Tom and Jerry. It's a control panel for the pneumatics tube system. Check it out. The control panel has a green button, a red button, a big lever, a knob with a bunch of letters on it, and a series of colored lights that are all currently off. Sounds like something a manual might help with. And I still can't get the right... Oh, that doesn't help me at all. Wow. Quest item. It says a quest item, but it's just like... Okay, so I meant to look at this, too. Good eyesight. Interesting. Yeah, sure. You can recognize the letter E from really far away. Something around here smells pretty fishy, but this too moist fellow standing between you and that abandoned hut over there. Not wanting to get any closer to them, you choose to investigate, and squint at them from a short distance away, which is probably for the best, as it might be bad for your mental state to see them in too much detail. These humanoid creatures are between 5 and 6 feet tall, hard to judge because of their hunched-over posture, and they're covered with scales that glisten slightly in the dim light, though you can't tell if this is natural luster or due to being covered with oily sewer filth. More notable, of course, is that the fact that they have huge fish heads. Sorry if I buried the lead there, but saving the dramatic part for last and all. Their huge bulging round eyes glare at you from out of the darkness, faintly luminous like radium watch dials, and they hiss and glurble at you between rows of pointed shark-like teeth. Gill slits on the sides of their heads open and close like thin wet mouths gasping for air, or whispering terrible secrets, whichever seems more likely to you. Gross. It appears they're very displeased to see you, but are smart enough to hold on attacking until they have judged how much of a threat you are. I'm gonna dive in. Let's see here. Oh, hi, spiders. Interesting. So there is a wetlands marking spider. Okay. 12 physical damage. So the spiders act on both sides, which is pretty interesting. That's a bit concerning. Wow. I might turn the arachnophilia off, but whatever. Also, it's weird that there's not any music whatsoever. There's the hat. This must be the hat that Jessica wanted you to recover. An honestly vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. Interesting. Terribly cursed fedora. I'm going to put it on. Equip. Assembly back. Yes! I'm glad that the game allows me to do this. Excellent. Look at him. He's so dapper. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of eye-themed things here. I mean, that makes sense for Ultra Horror, or Cosmic Horror, sorry. Oh, hello. Nice hat. This must be Charles Wallace. Speak to him. You must be Charles Wallace. I'm Zutzfin. That I am. Pleased to meet you, Zutzfin. What do you do around here? Oh, we're a general handyman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on and the water running. Built the detector trend and the uncursing machine, too. Well, that's some real high-tech wizardry. Oh, that's nothing, really. Let me ask you something. Anything I can help you with? What is this about an uncursing machine? Oh, I only built the thing. I can barely begin to tell you how it works. The units are all wired up to a little porcelain cat figurine that Murray's found somewhere. Well, that's weird. It's a real tradition since, yep. That's fun. So it is like the lucky cat statue thing. Looks like he found the hat. I found a hat. I guess that's the one you meant. It doesn't look unusual, although, yeah. Well, it does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger onto why. I know what you mean. It feels like kind of you actually have a headache, but except you don't actually. More like a feeling of dread. Like something terrible is about to happen, but I don't know what it is yet. Well, that is definitely not related to the fact that they need you to take that hat and go sit in that machine over there. Why? That's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse off the hat, right? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But what? Can't we just put the hat in the machine? Why do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together you'll lift the curse from the hat and transform it into an allegorical dream space that the machine can transfix. What was that? Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but doesn't negate the curse fully. Once separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to physically project into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. Yeah, I know it sounds crackers, but you'll just have to give it a try to understand. That does sound insane. Okay, let's do it. So, okay, you sit in the chair, which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing down over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? The terribly cursed fedora. No sooner have you sat down the machine, but the hiss positively whiffs the fedora straightened up into the dome. The hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and after a good long minute flops limp and wet into your lap. Okay. Whatever ominous energy possessed the hat, a terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. You got an item uncursed fedora. This hat is clean, both spiritually and literally. But the curse itself still is, transfixed as a dreamlike current stroke within the machine. Now, how do I get rid of that curse? See, curses are like energy, Zutzfin. They can't be created or destroyed. Distrudged? Only changed. Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newton? Newton, yeah. Whoever. That machine only knows how to take a curse from one object and put it onto itself. But as for how you change a curse, well, I don't know. That's some higher consciousness spiritualist stuff. Don't know much about that. I'm more a Newton Newman kind of guy. The fedora's curse bounces around the innards of this machine, daring you to come and project your consciousness inside it. Sounds safe. Totally safe. I'll do that. Whoa. Cool. That's actually really neat. A portal to another world is open, but the work here is not yet done. Unresolved. Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve. Incredible. Whoa. I heard thy death call, creature. Rest ye now, I will find in thy mother. A tree fell before its time, a grand stand with its sin, yes. That's in Arcadia Agu. Even in Arcadia there is death, yes. Even in paradise there is a killer. Spooky, wow. Thou know who I am and why I am here. I cut it. There has been a Mordre. What knoweth thou of Mordre? God, that I did not do the Mordre. And that is all. What mo hath thee for me? God. I am so confused. Only this. I am one of 3 brothers. One of us always tells the truth. One of us always lies. And the third of us does not speak in all but honks. If I find in thee a liar, there is nothing I can do to save thee. I Cutter, thou art a servant of the wood. Blessed be her branches. Bizarre. Okay. This guy? Big power in the wood today, Cutter. A tree has fallen in the forest and has made a sin, but not me a sinner, that I assure thee. Thou claim to be without sin? None of us is without sins, but mine do not run to murder. Then whose? Look for my brother. Thy brother Speckins, 3 brothers. One who always lies, one who always tells the truth, and one who does not speak it in all but honks. What specken thee of this? This is furry talk. No thing has honkin in this land since Mother Duck laid the big egg. No honkin since then, no sire. Interesting. Oh, so I do really like this riddle. This one probably honks. Something is rotten in the woodcutter. I am Mordre, with provisions of that sort. Speaks to me of provisions. I have nothing to say, but do not tarry with them. What do thou tellin me? I am troubled by the murder of it, of it I know nothing. Warn thee, my forgiveness makes no room for liars. Thou wilt do what thou must, cutter, I have no doubt. I now make like a tree. Wait, brother Speckens of three brothers, one who always lies, one who always tells the truth, and one who does not specken at all but honks. What specken thee of this? I did not honken, sir, I swear upon it. Never hast thou honken. Never, 'tis a sin in my eyes. Okay, so the first one is then lying, because what thing that they said is untrue. So I can do the first three. I did not do the mortar. Thou lie but honkin tree. What say it? Thy brethren's honkin not. Thou wouldest lie to the cutter of the wood. Thou wouldest do mortar in the wood. Aye, thou have the right of it. Us only to distract thee while estimate my escape. Goodbye, cutter. Do not run from me, tree. Thou do not run. Nay, I growen. In 100 years I will have grown so tall and strong that an axe will never fall on me. But I will not wait 100 years. Die, murderer. That was quite something. They grow in the wood today, cutter, and wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes and blades sap cling to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. Not sure what happened, but just as you turn over the former terribly cursed fedora in your hands, you feel confident that the curse which plagued the starchy little felt thing is now finally good for good. You put the hat back on, and that nearly sparkles now. Upgraded. Now all you got to do is reckon with whether you're the kind of guy who wants to go around wearing a fedora. Oh, love it. I love it. Nice hat, thank you. But yeah, I think I started saying this, but I got distracted. That the thing about the riddle with the one person that lies and the one person that always tells the truth is that if they say something that you can then verify is in fact not true, then you can tell that they're lying. So there's a variation of that, I think, in Labyrinth, where you are given to ask one question with the same situation. You should ask them something that you know for a fact is true, because you can tell that the one is lying will tell you the lie. Basically, they will tell you the thing that is not true. Anyways, that's a fun little bit of logic right there. It's Jessica. How'd it go? It worked, I guess. Great. What was it like? I had some sort of crazy dream. There was a woodcutter that was me, I guess, and these talking trees. One of them had sinned. You know what? Never mind. Some kind of crazy dream was funny for me. Okay, good.